I know I haven't been uploading much on my channel lately. I've seen that. The reason why I have not been uploading any videos to my channels, I didn't really like Season 5 at all. Season 5 was really the same. The mid didn't really change in builds. We were still building Book of Thoth, Book of Soul Reaver, just the generic builds. The pick and ban phase was always the same. Freya was a ban throughout the whole season, and then they got rid of duo queues, so the season wasn't really that entertaining for me. Reason why I uploaded Joust or not uploaded anything at all. But now Season 6, I'm really enjoying Season 6. I like the fact that you get a lot of TP. Unlike before, you would win a match and get like 15 TP, and then you will lose a match and lose like 14. So in like an hour or hour 20 minutes, you earn 1 TP, which was just ridiculous. So this season, I'm liking the fact that you get like 37 TP. And then when you lose, you lose 15 TP. So I'm enjoying this season, and I like that Frey is not a ban at all. I'm liking the fact that no one bans Loki since you got nerfed. So this season is looking really enjoyable, and I'm liking it. So I'm making a build in Hera, since she is the top tier mid laner with other mid laners like Morrigan, Thoth and Giannis. If you are trying to build up from gold, silver or bronze, whichever rank you're in, or even plat, to try and get into a higher rank like high diamond or masters or grandmasters, playing Hera is going to help you a lot. I'm pretty sure in the low ranks they don't ban Hera at all. I think they ban people like Poseidon. I'm pretty sure in like silver. So if you do get Hera and you are a mid laner, I advise you to practice her, go into ranked, hopefully try and get her, and then you can stomp and win the game easily. So first of all, I'm going to show you one build which everyone uses, and I use in particular. Sometimes I would use it, sometimes I won't. Then I'll be showing you another build which is a Book of Thoth build with high burst but not a lot of CDR. And this the main build I'll be showing you right now is a bunch of CDR, with Argus being really annoying, and you just be asserting a lot of pressure to the enemy front line. So the first two items you want to get at level 1, you want to buy Mage's Blessing and you want to buy a tier 1 Cronus Pendant. These two items will allow you to have a high mana sustain early, since you get 5% MP, wait 5, you get 5, how much? Yeah, you get 5 MP5, and then with Mage's Blessing it gives you a bit more mana sustain. In the low ranks you may miss a lot of abilities, you may not clear the wave, you may do it incorrectly, you may clear it, or you may miss it. So having more mana would help you with the clearing. It will help you miss you miss your ability, but you won't lose as much mana every single time, since every single second you'll be gaining more mana to help you with that. Next, the first item you want to buy is boots. Sorry, I know it's a Book of Thoth. That's how generic Book of Thoth is for me. I'll get boots, pen boots, not cooldown boots. You need to buy pen boots since it does a ton of damage, and in the early game, having 10 penetration is much more better than having 10% CDR on, not 10% CDR, having 250 mana early game on Hera is not as good as having 10% penetration, since she doesn't have a mana problem like other gods like Hell. She has a mana problem, so buying CDR boots is the better item. But for Hell, she doesn't have a mana problem, so buying pen boots is the item to get. The reason why you want to build it before Cronus Pendant, as you can see, I built tier 1 Cronus Pendant. Most people will try and complete it before buying boots, but you want to buy boots before Cronus Pendant. Boots would allow you to clear camps more easy, since it's really cheap and you get a decent amount of power from it. It's 1,600, that's kind of cheap for 55 power. Not only that, you get 18% movement speed, which would allow you to clear camps much more quickly by getting to them before other people. So the enemy jungler and the enemy mid laner will be fighting over the mid harpies, you'll be fighting over red buffs, so getting there early can help you clear them much more quickly. And not only that, it would benefit you in getting ganked. If you do get ganked by the enemy jungler or the enemy support, you will be able to run away from them much more easy with the 8%, other than having no 8% and just having the default movement speed and getting attacked with, like, how much movement speed do you get without boots? So you have 365, which is slow as fuck. If you buy boots, you will get 431. That's a big difference right there. So buying boots is really good. And also, if you do want to gank the right lane early game, it would help you get there much more quickly, then return and try and get your wave or save your tower. So buying boots is the first and the key item you're going to buy. After boots, you're going to get Chronos Pendant. We're finally completing Chronos Pendant now. That's your first proper item you're going to buy. You get 90 power, decent amount of power. You will get 20 MP5. Again, if you're missing abilities, every certain amount of seconds, you will gain, I don't know how much mana you'll be gaining, but you'll be gaining more mana every single second. And then after that, buying Chronos Pendant will give you 20% CDR. Having CDR on Hera is going to be so annoying for the enemy team, since Argus will be spawning all the time. Argus will have a lot of pressure in team fights. If you put him onto the back line, they'll be forced to come out of the team fight. Not only that, having CDR on Hera is just good anyway, since you have your shield. You'll be hard to take down. You'll be really slippery because you gain more movement speed. I think you gain 30%. How much do you get? You gain 15. You gain 15% movement speed, which is a ton on top of boots. You're just going to be annoying overall. Then you get your passive. You get 10. You get 10. You get 1%. You get 1 second removed of all your abilities every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds, you'll gain 1%. You gain 1 second off all your abilities. So your ult will be able to use more often. You'll be able to use your shield more often. So let's say I use my shield and it's on a 16-second cooldown. What is it? It's on a 12-second cooldown. Every 10 seconds, you gain 1 second off all your abilities. So 10 seconds, I'll pop my shield. It's on 12 seconds. I wait 10 seconds, and I get 1 second taken off. So then I have to wait 1 more second to get my shield. It's pretty good with the passive on Chronos Pendant. And with Hera, she has a cooldown passive anyway, so Argus is going to be 10 times more annoying than usual. After that, the 8 to 10 minute mark, you will have Mage's Blessing complete. If you didn't know, Mage's Blessing gives you an additional 10% CDR. So with these 3 items, you will have 30% CDR. That's huge early game, because Argus can be even more annoying. You can perform more ganks with an ult. You can secure Gold Fury or attack Gold Fury with an ult. And missing your abilities, if you're on a low rank, you may miss your abilities more often. It won't really be a problem for you since you have 30% CDR early game. The next item you want to buy is pen, not Obsidian Shard. You want to buy one of these pens. You want to buy either Divine or buy Spear of Distillation. Spear of Distillation is more of a burst item for burst gods. Spear of Magus is a dot damage. So if you do a dot damage like Afro or anyone like that, buying Spear of Magus is for them. Buying Spear of Distillation for burst damage dealers like Hera, you want to buy Spear of Distillation since it gives you 100 power, 15 pen, and 10% CDR. And like I was just explaining before, having more CDR on Hera is even more better. So buying Spear of Distillation is the item you're going to buy. With the passive, again, the passive reduces 1 second of all your abilities if you get a kill and assist on the enemy god. That's really good for your ult. In a situational game, if you play against a Ra mid, you play against a Hell mid, or you play against a Baron in solo lane, or even if you play against lifesteal gods that have high sustain like Camazotz or Freya, Divine is a key item, and I would buy a Divine over Spear of Distillation in that case if there is a healer or a high life sustain god in the enemy team. Reason why: it reduces their healing because it's an anti-heal item. This item will give them a hard time and fighting you and fighting your team. So in team fights, hitting your abilities on those type of gods that have healing or lifesteal will give them a harder time in trying to sustain themselves in team fights. So buying Divine is way more better than buying Spear of Desolation, even if they're not in your lane. So let's say in the mid lane you're fighting against a, I don't know, you're fighting against a Toph in mid. Toph that has no healing at all. And then let's say there is a Aphro in the third lane, or there's a Hera in the third lane, or there is a Freya in the ADC lane. You know that they do a bunch of healing. So even if they're not in your lane, once you get to that late game, you want to have it already. You want to have the item complete. So if you do get in one of these fights, it'll be done. Or even if there was approach and the solo laner starts to rotate mid, and then everyone mid rotates to the Gold Fury, and the solo laner is a healer, you want to have anti-heal already, since you don't know when they're going to come. They can rotate any time of the game they can rotate. So having anti-heal is just a must, even if you can buy another item before Divine. Buying Divine beforehand is much more better than buying it late and then suffering from the healing early game. So if in that situation, buying anti-heal early is an item. If there isn't no healers or life stealers in the game and the enemy team, buying Spear of Desolation is the better item. But for now, I'm going to buy Spear of Desolation since it has 10% CDR. After Spear of Desolation, you want to buy Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is kind of expensive, so getting your farm is really good. Buying this item would allow you to deal more damage to the front lines. If you're fighting against a Kukulkan or you're fighting against a Ymir, Cerberus, these items will deal more damage towards them. The reason why it will deal more damage towards them, the more health they have is the more damage they'll be taking. So anyone above 2000 health will be taking 2% more damage. Anyone above 2750, that's most likely the support. The supports will be taking 7% more damage. This item only gets stronger if they build health. So late game, they'll be having more items. Since you can get rid of boots now with the new item, Elixir of Speed, they'll be having more protections. So Soul Reaver will be getting more stronger on both targets, since everyone will be having about 2,800 health. This item will be getting stronger, since if they're over 2,750, you'll be dealing 7% more damage towards their maximum health. And you get 130 power. That's really good against the squishies at the back. If you do hit them with any of your abilities while having this much power, they'll be taking a ton of damage, and you'll be basically deleting them. Not only that, it gives you 300 mana. Again, I said that Hera's not a mana sustain, like a mana problem god. She doesn't really have problems with mana. But even having 300 mana is just nice anyway, so you can kind of spam your abilities in team fights. The next item you're going to buy after Soul Reaver is Obsidian Shard. Obsidian Shard allows you to deal more damage to front lines again. The reason why I'm buying it a bit later is because it works with by protections, not health. So late game, everyone should have more protection since they can buy more items, and the support can allow other squishies at the back to have protections. So the more protections people have is the more damage you'll be doing. So support should be having about 200 magical protection late game, like the 30-minute mark. This solo laner should have about 200 protections in like the 30-minute mark, and Obsidian Shard only gets stronger if they have higher than 200 magical protections, I'm pretty sure. So the more protections they have is the more damage you'll be doing. If they have over 40, you'll be doing a tiny bit more damage towards them. If they have over 200, you'll be doing a shit ton of damage, and that's what you want to do. You want to do damage. Hera does a lot of burst damage. Having Obsidian will just make it even more better to get rid of those annoying frontliners that's trying to apply a lot of pressure to you to push you out of the fight. So buying Obsidian is really good late. Don't buy it early. If you buy it early, this will not do anything at all, since they won't be having no protections. The next item you want to buy is, well, you want to sell Mage's Blessing. Mage's Blessing won't be for you anymore. It's kind of crap. It doesn't do anything. So you want to sell it, but before you sell it, please actually have gold to buy the item. This item is not 100% useless. It gives you 10% CDR. So having gold before selling it is really good. So don't sell it if you can't afford the item. That's just not, it just doesn't make any sense. So selling it and buying the item, I would advise you to buy Rod. Rod is really expensive, reason why I said get enough gold before selling that item. But you can sell it and buy the tier 2. Please don't sell it and buy the tier 1. Don't sell Mage's Blessing and buy the tier 1 of Rod. It won't do anything for you. So once you buy a Rod, Rod is just a huge power spike. Since you're not building Book of Thoth anymore, that's not the build people really build anymore. Buying Rod would help you with a huge amount of power. You will be bursting people down so quickly. Not only that, the passive would allow you to deal more damage to people below 50 health. If anyone's below 50 health, you'll be doing 25% more power, more damage to them, because you'll be getting 25% more power. The reason why is you want to buy this item a bit late. It's really expensive, and having Obsidian Shard and Soul Reaver would allow you to apply more damage to front lines. Then having Rod of Tahuti, it would make you do even more damage once they reach below 50% health. So all of these 3 items together will be working really well if you build it in order. You can buy a Rod a bit early, you can buy a Rod before Obsidian, I guess. I just like building Soul Reaver, Obsidian, then Rod of Tahuti, since Rod of Tahuti is really expensive and I don't really want to kill myself trying to buy an expensive item. So yeah, this is the build you want to build. Really, it's a really strong build. You get 30% CDR. If you buy the potion late game, this potion right here, it gives you another 10%. So this build will give you about 40% CDR, which is the maximum CDR you can have. And then if you reach the 40-minute mark, you can now sell your boots in season 6. That's huge, right? I like the fact that you can sell boots. So buying speed of elixir, or elixir speed, whatever you want to call it. I get confused. Buying this item will give you the same amount of movement as boots. It will give you 8% movement speed. That's it. That's all you will get. And it's permanent. So even if you die or spend like an hour in the match, you won't lose it at all once you've bought it. So now that I've bought it, I have the same movement speed as boots, but it doesn't stack. So now I can sell boots and buy an item. The item I would use over boots, either I'll buy Doom Orb, the new Doom Orb. It does a shit ton of damage and it gives you 6% movement speed, and then you get movement speed from the passive. Yeah, you get 1% movement speed every time you stack it up to 5. So the Doom Orb is a good item to replace boots with. If you want to replace boots with another item which isn't Doom Orb, since Doom Orb is kind of pricey, being at 3,200, buying, I'll guess you can buy, what's it called? Shaman's Ring. Where is it? Here, Shaman's Ring is way cheaper for 2,400, and you get 10% additional power on anything that has the symbol. When you hit someone with an ability, they will have a symbol of your character's face, and if you hit them with another ability in that time frame, they'll be taking 10% more damage. So I guess Shaman's Ring is a really good item if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then I would advise you to buy, where is it? You could buy Soul Gem if it's an emergency and you can't afford to buy it in that time frame. You might be getting your Titan might be getting attacked and you need an item really quickly. Soul Gem's a good item. It's a high burst. I won't advise it late game. If you need an item, this item is there. It's kind of helpful. If you can afford if you can afford Shaman's Ring, buy Shaman's Ring. If you can afford Doom Orb, which is even better, I would advise you to buy a Doom Orb. But with all these items, I'll put Doom Orb at the top. Doom Orb is a better item. If you can't, then second item you'll buy Shaman's Ring. If you can't buy Shaman's Ring, just buy Soul Gem. If you want to buy protections, I would advise you to buy, where is it? My Guy's Blessing, where is it? This item right here doesn't do much, but if you do get attacked by somebody that applies a lot of CC like Humbats, and Humbats is focusing you since you're doing a lot and you're a mid laner, this item would help you. I would buy this item. It was not really an item I would buy since I can use beads really well. If you have a problem of using beads, then this would help you a lot. I would advise you to buy this. So yeah, that's really the build. I'm not really getting into abilities. There's not really ability guide, sorry. I'm not really going to get into abilities, so that is out of the question. I think that's pretty long. If you do know how to play Hera, then you won't need me to help you with the abilities. The relics, I normally buy, wait, I need to be level 20. I normally buy beads first, then I'll buy Aegis. Okay, I can't even do that. I'll buy beads and Aegis. I normally buy beads and Aegis. I'll buy beads first because I hate the fact that I can get slowed early game, and Aegis last since they'll be doing more damage. So yeah, that'll be it. I didn't get into potions either because potions and wards and sentry wards, they're all like so hard to explain. I need to actually be in Conquest or show you a Conquest game to really talk about these. So yeah, and it's just going to be a build only. Early game, again, this will be the early game build with potions. I'm going to show you with potions just at once. You're going to buy Mage's Blessing, Tier 1, Chronos Pendant, and then for the potions, you want to buy 1 health potion and 2 mana potion. There you go, that's it. This will be your level 1 start. Mage's Blessing, Tier 1 Chronos Pendant, 1 health potion and 2 mana potions. You want 2 mana potions so you can clear the camps quicker, clear the wave quicker, and if you do get in a fight early game with the jungle or mid, having your mana at a decent like level other than having no mana would be really good for you. So buying 2 mana potions is really good. 1 health potion just in case the wave tags you a lot, or if you get tagged by a Thanatos Scythe, that would fuck you up. So having a health potion to regain that health is really nice. So yeah, this is the guide. I'll be getting to more guides soon. I know this guide wasn't the best. I'm not great in guides. I'm more better than playing and showing, other than just talking about a guide on a god I'm not really playing like right now. So yeah, the guide is not that great. I know it's not that great. It's kind of B-Tech. I'm not great with guides. I'll probably get a video of Hera and explain it then, because I can get a pre-recorded video and show you. But yeah, it's kind of B-Tech, so you relax. I know it's B-Tech, but fuck it, it will still help you. If you're on gold, it would help you. Just watch the video, do it step by step, and it will help you. And the other build I was talking about, shit, I forgot. The other build, you want to get Tier 1 Book of Thoth, same pots, 1 health, 2 mana. Then what you want to do, you want to get boots first, pen boots. You want to get Book of Thoth. After Book of Thoth, you want to get what's it called? Spear of Desolation. After Spear of Desolation, you want to get Soul Reaver. After Soul Reaver, after Soul Reaver, you want to get either Chronos Pendant, or you can buy Rod of Tahuti. After Rod of Tahuti, you want to buy Obsidian Shard. After Obsidian Shard, you can buy, what can you replace for boots for? Yeah, replacing boots, you can buy Chronos Pendant, you can buy Doom Orb, you can buy Shaman's Ring, or you can buy a Soul Gem. That's basically the build. This is the other build. Really old. I won't really advise this build. It isn't the best because Book of Thoth is kind of got nerfed and it takes a long time for you to build that stacks. And if you're in the late game, this build would hit a shit ton, way stronger than the last one. In the early game, if you do manage to get destroyed and your farm is so bad and you're under level, this build is just going to fuck you, because this build only worked if you're actually winning, since you need to have stacks online. Once you reach 75 stacks, Book of Thoth is going to be active and it's going to be more powerful. But if you're not getting stacks, then you're kind of done, you're kind of finished. So yeah, this build is not that great anymore. So I'd advise you to use the first one I had. I can't even show you, but yeah, that's the guide. I know it's B-Tech, relax, but that's the guide. I'll get more guides on other gods that are not in the top tier bracket, like S tier. I'll get some of them in like A or A+. So yeah, thanks for watching, and please try to get out of whatever. If you're in gold this season, I would advise you to try and get out of gold and try to hit something really high like diamond. So yeah. No, you can't attack no rival lane. Of course he can attack you. That's the, if I lose jungle, I'm gonna harass that lane.